Hello Summit, welcome back to my YouTube channel cubeunisex where in today's video I'm going to be doing a step-to-step tutorial on how to achieve a ruffled hair band. So I want you to join me as I take you step to step on how to achieve this. Please do well to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn off your notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video you will get notified. So let's get to business. So guys, let's get started. So the first thing you'll be needing for this tutorial is the total head circumference. The total head circumference I'll be using here is 20 inches, and how you can get your total head circumference, you can just look at the photo there. So I'll be using 20 inches times 2, which is 40 plus 5, making 45 inches. Just multiply your circumference by 2 times 2 and add 5 inches to it. Multiply it by 2 and add 5 inches to it. So that's 20 inches times 2, which is equal to 40 inches plus 5. So I have a total of about 45 there. So the next thing you are going to be considering here is the width of the band. For me, I like using 8 inches. You can use more than that depending on how much you want your ruffles to be, but I want mine to be just 18 inches. So I have 4 inches on fold. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to give this a good iron press. You're going to give it a good iron press and iron it out well. So guys, I've gone ahead to give it a good iron press, as you can see. So you're going to fold it into two as you see me do. Fold it into two. When you fold it into two, get the center. You measure what you have there total. I think I'm having about 22 and a half, 23. So half of it will be giving me about 11 and a half. 11 and a half. Then you come down to the mouth here. Yes, the mouth here. And mark out 2 to 2.5 inches. You can use 2 inches, you can use 2.5 inches. So I marked out both 2 and 2.5 inches for you to know that. Then the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to slant down from that point to meet that point you marked in the middle of the fabric. You see, as I'm doing, just do it, just repeat the same procedure and cut it out and cut out that part out. So after cutting it out, the next thing we're going to be doing is you're going to run a stitch of 1/2 inch all through that place. As you can see me do, you're going to run a 1/2 inch stitch. You're going to run that. So guys, I've gone ahead to run a 1/2 inch stitch all through the fabric. As you can see, I've gone ahead to do that. The next thing we'll be doing is to flip this over to the right side. We need to flip this over to the right side. So I'll go ahead and flip it to the right side right now. So guys, I flipped it to the right side. Please look at what I'm doing here. You're going to give this a very good press, ensuring that that seam, the place that we sew, is facing the upper part and is at the center, just like the way you see me do. Give that place, that exact place, give it a good press. So guys, I've gone ahead to give it a good press. Ensure that the place we sew is facing the upward center part. So the next thing we're going to do is to pass in our stripe. So now how you get the stripe is, since our head circumference is 20, you minus 5 from your head circumference, will be having the total of 15. So I'm just going to mark out 15 and cut it out. I've gone ahead to cut the stripes. So we're going to pass in that 15 inches through the actual fabric. So I'm going to cut out 15 inches. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pass in that stripe into the fabric, ensuring that you hold each of it at the end with a stitch it down. I hope you get what I'm saying. You stitch it down from both sides, on both sides. The moment you pass in the stripe, just ensure you stitch down. So guys, as you can see, it is looking good. So the next thing you're going to do is to measure the total thing you have there, and I have about 15 inch. So don't forget that our circumference is 20 inch. When you minus that 15 inch, we are left with 5 inch. Then we go ahead and cut our band at the back, so which is of, you cut out the width of 4 inches and the length will be 8 inches. That's because of my head is actually small. I don't know why my head is just small. So if you are on a bigger side, you can cut more than that. Even actually, I should have used 7 inches, but I will explain why I'm using 8 inches to you. So you are cutting out the width of 4 inches by 8 inches width. 4 inches width, sorry, 4 inches width, 8 inches length. So you cut it out as you see me do, just cut that out. So you can see I'm having length 8 inches and 4 on the width. And now guys, look at this place carefully. At the edge of each length, give it a good press. Like you see the way I fold it in, give it a good press. Make sure you fold it in. That is to give it a neat finishing. So guys, I've gone ahead to give it a good press, as you can see. Then you fold it into two and also stitch up with half inches all through. You're going to give it a half inch stitching. You are going to give it a half inch stitching. You're going to give it a half inch stitching. So guys, I've gone ahead and give it a half inch stitching. I've given it an half inch, as you can see, I've given it an half inch stitching. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it to the right side. I'm going to flip it to the right side. Just watch me carefully as I do that. I'm going to flip it to the right side. Do this carefully so that you can maintain the folded area well. So the next thing you are going to check here, you are going to be doing now is that you're going to give it a very good press, ensuring that the place that is stitched, the stitch part is at the center, at the top, just like the actual fabric also. So you give it a good press, just like the way I'm showing you in the camera. You're going to give it a good press in that same manner, ensuring the stitch part is in the middle. So guys, I've gone ahead and give it a good press, as you can see. As you can see, I've gone ahead and give it a good press. So the next thing we're going to do is to cut our elastic band, the elastic band that I'll be using. So I'll be using elastic band of about 4 inches to 4.5. So you can use 5.5, depending on the size that you are. You just have to ensure that your band is a little smaller to the band you minus at the total circumference. So guys, you're going to pass this in into the stripe. Now look at what I'm doing here carefully. I'm trying to explain something here. You're going to stitch the elastic band down on only one part. That part, can you see that part that I actually stitched the middle? That is the only place you're going to stitch it down so that you can have that neat finishing. Don't stitch it all through the mouth. And if you stitch it all through the mouth, there's no how you'll be able to put in that ruffle into the band of the back. So if you're going to stitch at that back, you can see what I'm doing. Stitch at that back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So guys, I've gone ahead to do that. You can see that it is giving me a stretchy kind of pattern, and you can see it. The only stitches on one side, which is the place with seam. So guys, this is the final stage. You're going to put in the ruffles. Just fold it in and ensure it is sitting properly into each mouth of the back band. Into each mouth of the back band, as you can see me do. See what I'm doing? And ensuring that the parts that are stitches, they are facing each other. They are facing each other. They are facing each other. So that you won't have the stitched parts showing on the outside. So I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. If you look at what I'm doing carefully, the part that is stitched is facing the part that is stitched. Can you see? So guys, as you can see, it is looking very nice and beautiful. So at this point, if you have not given this video a like, please give it a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn off your notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, you get notified. Also, let me add this. You can actually use this as a hairband. You see the way I folded it? You just have to do it into a sizable way where your hair can fit in, just like the photo displayed there. And you see it is giving a like a very, very good vibe on your hair. So please guys, subscribe to this YouTube channel. It actually goes a long way. Thank you very much as you do that. Thank you for your time and have a great and wonderful day. Bye.